We're talking about equations with a repeated unknown. What does this mean? It means that basically it appears more than once. That's what it means. So we'll have to expand brackets, collect like terms, use inverse operations to isolate the unknown. This is all just fancy stuff for saying we're going to have to do more things than we did yesterday. So let's see, for example, solve for x. Look at this challenging example. Basically, guys, what I'll do here is I'll remind you that when we expand single brackets, we use the claw method, that little thingy with the two lines. Yes, so here we want to expand the brackets first before we solve this equation. So what does that give us? It gives us 5x, because 5 times x is 5x, plus 5, yes, great. So you all remember how to do this, brilliant. Oh, sorry. Let's not forget the minus 2x, which was there before, and this whole thing is equal to minus 7. Okay, what do we do next? Well, a couple of things. One is, you notice, yes, let's collect like terms here. 5x minus 2x gives us 3x. So we get 3x plus 5 is equal to minus 7. And then, what do we do after that? We take away 5 from both sides. So let's do minus 5, minus 5. 3x is equal to negative 12, indeed. So x is negative 4, brilliant. How do we know that? Well, we divide both sides by 3. Why do we divide by 3 instead of taking away 3, sir? Because there's an invisible multiplication there. You didn't see that? Come on, guys. The invisible times is always there. Okay, so x is minus 4 and easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Smiley face goes to myself. Okay, stop throwing things, guys. Thank you. Let's move on to the next one. Example 6. Now, this one is an equation with unknowns on both sides. So students see this and often they have a heart attack because of the difficulty of this. So please, if you feel uneasy, stop looking at it. I can tell it's alarming. This question is very challenging. But basically, let's do this the seguinte. Vamos fazer o seguinte. Let's take away something from both sides so that we come one step closer to finding x. What would that be? How can we get all the x's on one side? Minus 3x. Yes? Minus 3x. Excellent. We're going to take away 3x from both sides. So if we do, I'm going to write it underneath. If we take away 3x from the left and we take away 3x from the right, we basically end up with 2x on the left plus 2 is equal to minus 5. So now we take away the 2 from both sides. The 2x is equal to negative 7. And now, what do? We do minus 2, right? Somebody fell into my trap. We don't do minus 2. What's the invisible thing here? Divide by 2, because there's a times. Come on, pay attention. Stop throwing the ball. Okay, so x is equal to, you had a little thingy you were throwing up, right? So this is equal to minus 3.5. Okay, so stop throwing the rubber around and focus here, because you will fall into my traps. I always set up traps for all of my students. And in the end, I will win. Okay, example 6 is done. Let's move on to example 7. Why is this challenging? Because it has a minus, and students are allergic to minuses. It's a rare disease. It's negativiasis. So here, what we want to do is somehow get all the x's on one side. Okay, that works. So if we take away x from both sides, what do we end up with? 15 minus x. Let's think about this for a second. What is minus 2x minus x? I caught you there. Everyone's wondering what this is equal to. What's minus 2x minus x? Minus 3x. Excellent. Yes, you didn't fall into any traps. She knew there's an invisible 1 there again. See, everyone's got an issue with invisible numbers. So negative 2, negative 1 gives you negative 3. So here we get 15 minus 3x is equal to, on the right, you're about to say, what are we left with? What are we left with on the right? You were not paying attention. No, we're left with 11, not 35. So 11 on the right, because we take away x from the right, so the plus x minus x, they just cancel each other out. Next step, anyone? Any suggestions? Excellent. Yes, you take away 15 from both sides. So we take away 15 from both sides. What does that achieve? It leaves us with just the minus 3x on the left, because this 15 and the minus 15, they just killed each other. So we're just left with minus 3x is equal to minus 4. Great stuff. And now we've got this minus 3x is equal to minus 4. What do we do here? Divide by 3 or minus 3? Negative 3. We could do by 3, but then we would have to deal with the minuses. So let's do it all in one step today. Dividing by minus 3 straight away. So what does that give us? Minus 4 divided by minus 3. Let me just write it down as a fraction. On the left we get x. On the right we get minus 4 divided by minus 3. Yes, if you want to. But basically I wanted to write it down this way, because what is minus divided by minus? Plus. Because basically you can think of it this way. We will multiply the top by minus 1. We will multiply the bottom by minus 1. So basically both numbers turn positive. So we get x is 4 over 3. So basically it's 4 over 3. 1.3 recurring, but the problem with that one is you will never stop writing. So if I wanted to give you a good homework for today, is to write down all the digits of 1.3 recurring.
Sir, I have a question about it. Like, why is minus 3x and not just minus x?
Why is it? Yeah. Okay, because this thing, the minus 2x, minus 1x, I'm going to write it here at the top. Minus 2x minus 1x means the following. What is minus 2 minus 1? You're at minus 2, you do minus 1, you go 1 to the left. So you get to minus 3. So minus 2 minus 1 is actually equal to minus 3, because you're taking away 1 from minus 2. So when you're at minus 2, take away 1 from that, means go 1 to the left on your number line. So minus 2 lots of x and minus 1 lot of x means that the total would be minus 3 lots of x. What you're thinking of is minus 2 lots of x plus 1 lot of x. That would be minus 1 lot of x. That would be minus x. And yeah, does this help? Does this clarify it at all?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, great. Okay, so here, let's keep that in mind when we talk about negative, dealing with negatives, adding and subtracting negatives. Okay, I'm going to stop recording here. I'm going to give you some time to practice. Happy to help and answer any questions if anyone has.